Hey guys, Cold here. Welcome back to another Raid Share Legends video. So this video will be about an epic nuker that I just got on my free-to-play account. I've done a showcase of this champion before, but I wanted to do it again with a little bit better gear than the one I did before. And this time showcasing her real power. So this epic right here is Lua. She's a dark elf again. You might know about Lua already, but you might have never seen her in action. So this is Luria. Where's Lua? Lua is right here. She's a void nuker, which means she's going to be great in terms of nuking compared to an affinity nuker. The great thing about her is that void does not have a weak affinity against it. So a strong affinity against it, which means you cannot hit weak. Your crits will always happen. It's not like when you're fighting force against spirit and stuff like that. So she has this specific skill. This A2 attacks all enemies 3 times. A triple hitting nuke. So she's very possible to be like a big nuker, but because we haven't seen her in any teams out there compared to, you know, much newer epics, it's not like she's an amazing nuker. She is up there in terms of what she can do with her A3, which is a single target skill in terms of nuking, but nobody really uses a single target nuker unless they're very tanky. And a big example of that is, of course, Mountain King, who's very tanky and can do great single target damage. Lua, on the other hand, an attack-based nuker on a single target is not going to be a great decision to put it into a team that the fight might go a little bit longer. You want to have them survive. She's not really the option there. I mean, Magnar is much better for that because he'll rotate through and have a big A2. But I wanted to showcase you guys this A3 and really decide on if she's worth it. She also has a very weird A1, which is a single target attack, but if it's critical, it doesn't AoE, which isn't that great. It's still okay, but it isn't that great. I've done a showcase on this before in a kind of blender team with her, but it wasn't that great. Let me show you guys the gear that Lua has. And it's not like she's the only triple hitting nuker. Like a good example of that is Ethos. Ethos has a very strong A2, which is a triple hitting plus a weaken debuff right here, 15%. So basically a 15% boost on top of that on your remaining 2 hits, possibly if you land the weaken. So let's have a look at my Lua and how I've geared her, and we'll do a small showcase, see what she can do, if she can, you know, deliver a punch that is worthy of the gear that I will be equipping on her. Where is she? She's in the void epics. Oh, there she is. Right. Here's my Lua, 75,000 power almost. Savage and Cruel, maxed out, Masteries, Helm Smasher, you know, all the good parts of the Masteries. And then for artifacts, I've got a Cruel set plus Savage set. I went for almost the best kind of gear I have. It does need, you know, some more boosting here and there. I could have gone lower speed here, but still, attack percent chest, attack percent boots, and about 170 speed, 256 crit damage with the Savage plus Cruel, which is insane. It's like a guaranteed 30% ignore, plus 6.3k attack. This is very end game. Okay, I wouldn't say end game would be like 8,000 attack on an empowered legendary, but you cannot empower epics the same way that you can do with the legendaries, unfortunately. So the maximum you can really get is about, I would say, 7,000, maybe 7,500. It really depends on your gear, really depends on how much you can push the gear, but still very good stats overall. We're gonna see her in action and see if she's really worth you know, the kit, and if she's really worth me leveling her up and maxing her out as my arena nuker for my free-to-play account. Right, let's try my luck against this team. This is a normal team for arena. Honestly, you'll see this team 100 times, and that's why I've got Hegemon in my team. I don't know if my arbiter is gonna go first, honestly, and Hegi helps me with that. Warlord is there, of course, to lock them out from doing any skills. So we'll see how this fight will go. I'll have to go in. Hegi will go first, so I'll manage to see their own terminators right there. It's a little bit weird here if I can do this, and I should use my A1 here on arbiter, but it's either arbiter or Lysandra that I'll have to use it on. I think I'll go Lysandra because she's the one connecting them to do their own turn. So, oh, both of them work there. I get my turn and I should be able to lock them out right now. Okay, lock them out. I get another turn here. I can try and lock arbiter from her skills. And here we get the chance to do a nuke, all right? This is a pretty easy team because it's not tanky, so I would expect to kill every single one of them. I put it on 1x speed. Let's see in action. All right, you saw those multiple numbers like 18,000, 20,000. So if it was a triple hitting attack, I would expect like 65, 70,000 overall. Depends on the enemy. No defense down. So yeah, the damage wasn't really gonna just destroy them if it was tanky targets. I mean, if the Duchess was in there, I wouldn't expect to see such a big, you know, take them down to 0 kind of burst. So we got a Hedgie against us. This is gonna be tricky. Let's just have a look here with the Hedgie. I don't know how fast this Hedgie is. We are faster, so I'm gonna try and actually lock this Hedgie out from locking us out. Ooh, I get a counter attack. Look at that, 23,000, and then she did the next attack, which is her default skill. And I really wonder what kind of damage I'll be doing on this team with the Duchess in there. We locked out the tower there, so it shouldn't be a problem in terms of block damage. But once we get a turn, we'll see the boost in action. All right. Okay, 1x. Yeah, Hedgie will die, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. No defense down against the Duchess. I don't think she's gonna be cutting through. All right, 25, 25. Yeah, she barely cut through. I mean, if I didn't have Warlord Hedgie here, I would be in trouble. So you need a kind of synergy here if you're not gonna go for the absolute nuke. So they are locked out, and it's basically they're at my mercy for whenever I get my my next turn. And I'll show you the big burst that Lua can do in these situations. So you use your initial burst, you killed maybe the damage dealers here, and then let's see Lucky shot here. This should be able to take out, let's say, Duchess, but let me just kill off Arbiter. 55,000 there. The A1 hits hard, but the second part of the A1 doesn't really do much. It's like a joke. And I want to see the big burst here with her A3. Should be like a big number. Look at that, 140,000. So very solid A3 in these kind of situations where you've established control. But honestly, speed is key. When you're pushing plat, you want to be going through the teams all the time. So this one's going to be a very strong team. I don't think I can beat this one. I don't think I can beat this one. This is going to be tough. Like a double boost here. Probably going to be slower if I don't go with a Hedgie. Yeah, it doesn't look like I would have been faster. It looks like it was going to be very close, but I can try and lock out most of them. Yeah, the bad thing is Rotos is going to cleanse, but remember, we got a triple hitting attack, so it means we can go through his passive and kill him. So we'll see how that goes. Wow, even Warlord there, just the A3 took this Rotos down to under 50%. What kind of health does this Rotos have? Must have been very low in terms of health. Let's see the A2 in action here, and ooh, okay. 30. I saw some 37,000 numbers. It's very difficult to read the numbers, especially when I'm doing this live. But I'll see it during the editing and see how I can show it to you guys. But you know, I actually melted through them. I gotta find more tanky teams. So let me do a refresh here. I want to see tankier teams like this one. This is like a very annoying team. Lead here with resist leads me to think that they also have high resist. So they're not gonna go first. I don't need the Hedgie here. I can go with the Madame Ceres, which will allow me to at least apply a defense down. Hopefully, I don't even know the kind of resistance this team might be running. This Kyoku might be running like insane amounts. But we'll see the defense down in action here. Can we actually take them out with a healer right there, which is like a very annoying healer, by the way. Vogoth can be very, very annoying. So let's see. Triple hitting against a Vogoth kind of team. I'm not sure if they got a Guardian set in any of them. The goal here is, of course, to kill Rotos and maybe Lydia so she doesn't become annoying. But, you know, Lydia will always be annoying when you go to revive her in your own team as well. And boom. Ooh, okay. We killed everyone. But, you know, Vogoth's passive is so annoying. He fully healed Rotos there. and I can't revive. So this is gonna be very annoying. I have to use my revive, and we'll try to take them out. But you saw the burst there. The burst there was pretty good, I would say. Coming out of Lua, it wasn't disappointing. I still want to find some harder teams. I still don't think that she has enough punch without a defense down. Like, she's not Trunda level for sure, but I am liking what I'm seeing with endgame gear. I haven't tried with lower gear, but there's no point in trying with lower gear against, you know, endgame opponents. You know, to compare it at least with my free-to-play account. My free-to-play account will always be, you know, with the whatever gear I find. So I gonna have to try punch where, you know, to punch where I'm supposed to be punching, right? So gold 5, and all right, see, this one's gonna have ally protect. This one should be annoying. So my Trunda can usually burst through ally protect with the Necred, usually, all right. And I'm saying that because you cannot remove, if I remember correctly, you cannot remove the ally protect. You can remove everything else, but yeah, look at that. It's got a yellow border around it, so you cannot remove it because it's Necreds. And the damage mitigation will still happen. So wow, I'm getting lucky there with the with the accessory on Lua. And if I can get a turn, I can see Lua in action. Ooh, decreased attack there. Guaranteed by Necred. That's very annoying, but let's see. Let's still see. With a decreased attack and an increased attack, she's basically doing with what gear she has without the Arbiter boost there. Let's see. Boom. All right. Okay, we killed everybody else except except Ethos with the ally protect. Yeah, I would have killed, you know, all of them with a Trunda. So there's, you know, obviously why Trunda is so much better, but Trunda is the legendary and it's much harder to max out in terms of skills. So if you've got Lua, I would still use Trunda. I don't know. I would still use Trunda. But this is gonna be weird. Which other team can I try? This one should be, okay, this one should be the final test for me. This one is again very tanky with the Duchess, and it's putting everything into the Trunda doing a nuke basically here. So we lock them out here with my team, and I'll probably see some comments saying, "Oh, is this a showcase of Warlord and Hegemon?" No. When you're fighting these teams, you gotta use. You're gonna see that everybody has Warlord, Hegemon, Lydia. Almost everybody has, you know, a Duchess in there. It's crazy in higher gold 5 and early platinum on how, you know, how the teams go. You kind of have to have these champions, but obviously lower gold 4, lower gold, you'll still see them once in a while, but not as often. So not in every single refresh. Look at that burst, solid burst. But if we don't take out Duchess, right? In higher difficulties, the Duchesses run a swift parry. If they're not built for Hydra or something, they run a swift parry. Swift parry can be so annoying because she'll revive, and if she revives, basically lost the game. But I had Warlord in there, so that's out the window. The revive's out the window, so I'm basically, boom, finishing it off. But surprising nuke there out of Lua. 240,000 dealt there. Divided by 4, that's about 60,000 per target. 60,000 per target, I would say. Very solid. Yeah, I do like Lua, but obviously I wouldn't use her over my Trunda. If you guys have Lua, consider her maybe as your nuker. Now I'm rethinking stuff on my free-to-play, honestly. Let's go and have a look at Lua on Dragons 20 and see what kind of burst we can do. Right, we've got everything set up right here. Let's see Lua's A2. Let's see. Double hitting, we saw 95, 80, 100,000. So 300,000 overall. Very, very solid in terms of nuking potential. And now she's got the kills, so she's about 12% stronger with the kill streak mastery that she has. I can't do another showcase of what she can do, but increased attack. Let's see her A1 here. Boom, 58, and then she did 8,000 on everybody else because it doesn't crit, which kind of sucks. I mean, if it did crit, even if it did half, so like 25,000, it would have been nice to have. But the enemy team's gonna get a turn now. All right, we've got the A2 ready. Again, I'm not gonna use that. Instead, I'm gonna use the A3 and see what kind of damage we're looking at. Of course, we don't have the Gerb Tuck poisons, but we're still gonna see a big burst here. Look at that, 300,000, just like that. Yeah, Lua can burst. I think I did way higher than that in my initial showcase that I did on her, like I think more than a year ago. But Lua is really solid. I'm really pleasantly surprised, at least on her A2, because the last time I did a showcase, I didn't really care about the A2 and didn't have so many you know, plat worthy teams to fight. In terms of now I have the gold 5 in arena, it's much easier to find tougher teams to do a proper showcase. So look at that. So like 80,000, 60,000, very solid A2 when you've got all of these buffs around. But you saw in arena, even with just the defense down, which you usually have or usually try to have with the Madame series, at least for end game arena, you do push and she does bring in the punch, as long as you got, of course, the end game gear, masteries, every skill maxed out. So this was the video, guys, on Lua. Thanks so much for watching. If you watched this part, what do you think of Lua? Do you want me to showcase another, you know, epic or rare nuker out there and see how they fare, at least in arena, or maybe, you know, just as a dungeon nuker? Let me know down below in the comments. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.